right, so this Ross is actually pretty busy. Damn, this is the top section. Looking like a lot of flannels here. It's not looking great. All right, guys, today we are here at Ross for a $100 challenge. I'm gonna go in, pick a few items, see what I can get. Obviously, Ross isn't known for having the best stuff, but I do feel like we could get some steals here, so let's see what we can find. All right, so this Ross is actually pretty busy. Right now we're in the men's section. Looking like a lot of flannels here. It's not looking great. Bomber jacket's not bad. A little bit basic though. Looks pretty fitted though, not gonna lie. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is an interesting jacket. It's like a workwear jacket. The collar has some corduroy. For $30? Not bad, low key. Yo, we are not doing too bad. You see the crop? This does seem like a pretty nice jacket. Oh damn, I should have put a t-shirt on. I mean, I wouldn't wear it with a sweater underneath. It's not terrible. It's low-key not terrible. I'm gonna grab it, so we're gonna find out. Got some sweatpants here. This is looking kind of whack. Gotta sift through. It's kind of like thrifting, low-key. Little Modelo hit on the back. It's a bit too long though, like it's super long. I swear I saw this before and I almost got it. Like it's trying to be real tree, but it's not, you know what I mean? Yo, we are deep in the trenches here. Like, look at this. Got some Shrek in there. I mean, I wasn't thinking about getting shoes, but $30 could be worse. Could definitely be worse. It's in my size. Now we're in the women's section. This is like uncharted waters, but if you look deep enough, you can find something really dope. Still giving like a woman's jacket, but we're getting warmer. Low-key interesting. Kind of small, but yeah, I do like that it's not crazy saturated. It's more like a faded sort of look. Oh, I think I see a bigger one. It's gonna feel weird like looking through all these women's stuff, but trust the process because you will definitely find something. Like, this is not bad. This actually reminds me a lot of some cargos I have already. I think they look not bad. And for $17, $17 is totally doable. Same thing, but different color. Little caca moment. Take it. Damn, this is the top section. Oh, we have a nice thermal, kind of long, but not bad, low key. I'm gonna put it in the cart. $11. This is interesting. Size small, 15 bucks, just on something chill, you know? Little layering piece maybe. All right, guys, it's not looking good for the tops. I'm not even gonna lie to you. See, this looks interesting, but I feel like I'm never gonna wear it. I don't think I would wear this, not gonna lie, but kind of looks cool. I'm not even gonna. It's a little big though. Cool, not for me, but definitely cool. All right, guys, so we're back and it is nighttime now, as you can see, but we made it. 117 on the receipt. Let's go home and we'll try everything out, see how it came out. All right, so these are all the pieces that we could find at Ross. I started off this video a bit worried that I wasn't gonna find anything and that I wouldn't even have a video, but I do think that we ended up finding some pretty cool pieces. We did end up going slightly above budget, so if you like this video and want to support the channel, please don't forget to leave a like. So starting off with this first piece, we have a pretty simple button-up. I'm not gonna lie, this one is probably the most boring out of everything that I picked. The idea behind it was to have sort of a button-up formal thing that I could just throw on, but that doesn't look too formal. You know, if you go white or black, usually that looks pretty structured. So this is something that I thought would be a little bit more casual. You could just layer. I thought it was gonna be more tan, and then now I'm looking at it, it looks a little bit green. I feel like this has potential. It wasn't the worst. I think it was like $14.99. Not terrible. Not my favorite piece, but we'll keep it moving. So next up we have these brown cargo pants, which I think are really cool. They have these sort of tassels, which I really like. I think it just gives it a little bit more of a airy, drapey sort of feel. I also like, of course, the excessive pockets here. Yeah, the color is pretty unique, so I did want to try something a little different. I do feel like if you want to get anything similar to this at a place like Zara, it would probably cost double or triple the price. These were $16.99, which I think is a steal for what you're getting. I did pick these up at the women's section, so you probably have to experiment a bit to get the right size for you. And as long as you get that down, you should be all set. I also ended up finding this thermal piece. I do like that it has this sort of textured fabric. Thermals are pretty big right now, so I thought this would be a nice little essential piece. I believe this one was $10.99. Again, if you got this at Zara or someplace like that, it would definitely be closer to $30, so it does not look cheap in any way, other than this sort of like tag on the inside, but you're not even really gonna see it when you put it on, so I'm not too worried about that. It is slightly long, so I might get it tailored, but besides that, pretty solid piece. Generally, I don't wear this sort of thing. I'm gonna be real with you guys, but I wanted to experiment, and I do feel like these sort of have a experimental look without going too overboard. If you guys can see, it's like a desaturated sort of print, so it's nothing crazy, but it is super different. So I'm really interested to see if people actually like this sort of thing. For $15.99, I feel like it's interesting. You know, it's cool to experiment every now and then. I like the width of the pant leg. It's nice and wide. It's not too tight or constricting, so it does kind of give it an effortless sort of look, but the print makes it a little bit more loud. Not sure if I'm gonna end up wearing these. You guys let me know. Is this cool? Is this dope? Or is this just like weird? Now, before we get into the last two pieces here, I did want to do a quick shout out to Ramon. Ramon is a personal project of mine where I share quality stainless steel jewelry at an affordable price point. So if you want to support the channel and shop some cool jewelry, I'll have a link to that in the description below. Next up, we have one of my most favorite pieces from this haul. This same pair of cargos, but in black. I think it looks so clean. It has those same tassels right here, so it does give it a more flowy, sort of organic feel. The pant leg is also not too wide, not too skinny, somewhere in between. I feel like a lot of people are getting over the wide leg. I still like the wide leg. I will continue wearing that silhouette, but I also am happy to wear something like this, which is a little bit of an in-between. It has that mature vibe. And overall, I mean, this is a steal. For $16.99, this pair of pants easily at Zara, H&M, or bigger brands would go anywhere from $80 to $150 for these. So, and then last but not least, the Carpenter jacket. Super hype about this piece. It has this nice corduroy little collar. Even the inside is quilted, which is just insane. For $30, I think this is a crazy steal. Like, I did not think that I would find a Carpenter jacket. You're looking at least $100 for something like this. So for $30 is just honestly mind-blowing in my opinion. I can't wait to style this in different outfits. I don't know if I can really explain to you guys how it feels, but this is definitely a rugged jacket, and I am really, really happy that I was able to find something like this. If I were to go down in a list, number one, the pants. Number two, the jacket. I mean, the jacket is so crazy. My third favorite is probably, surprisingly, the cheetah print pants. They're really loud, they're really different, but that's part of the reason why I'm kind of drawn to them. The thermal is probably next. I guess I'd want it to be more white, but my fourth pick would probably be the brown version of the cargos. I'm putting this at last just because I thought it was more tan in the store, and then looking at it now, it's like kind of like a green mucus sort of color. So I do have it as a layering option if I want, and it honestly wasn't that expensive. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you guys had a favorite piece out of the collection, do let me know which one was your favorite. I feel like a lot of people are gonna say these two, so that's why I had these at the end, but these also are pretty cool. So yeah, you guys let me know what you you think. If you think this was cool and want to see me do it again, please don't forget to subscribe. I think it's a cool way to interact with you guys, see what you guys like, and kind of bring you along my thought process when shopping and getting different clothes. Again, if you liked the video, please don't forget to leave a like. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.